The ugly truth about SCUF controllers. Are they really worth it? Fuck with your boy, man.
You are now tuned in to the one and only Mr. Merciless Badass.
Yeah.
Welcome to the murder show.
What's the goddamn deal, people? Welcome to the murder show. The ugly truth about SCUF controllers. I'm making this video as a buyer beware, cause had I known what I know now, I would have never flushed my money down the toilet when I bought that funk ass SCUF controller. I'm making this video cause SCUF obviously think that I'm a fucking fool, but I ain't nobody's fool. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you find this shit helpful or entertaining. But real talk, truth be told, that's my SCUF controller you seen in the intro. Back sometime over a year ago, like you, I was on the internet searching for videos about SCUFs, trying to find out, should I spend my money on it? Is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Trying to make my mind up, because they're kind of expensive. They go from anywhere from like 120 something, which is what I paid for mine. I got the bottom of the barrel SCUF, but if you want that new top of the line shit, they're gonna hit you for 2 something, and that ain't no chump change. So let's get straight into the ugly truth about SCUF controllers, because I don't want none of y'all getting fucked out of y'all money the way I got fucked out of mine.
Pause.
True story. About over a year ago, I decided to get me a SCUF controller. Wanted to improve my game. I wanted to be able to double jump and aim at the same time, because everybody know that Peter Pans rule the jetpack in Call of Duty games. And if you're into Call of Duty, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's the realest card channel you'd have never found. But getting back to the reasons why you shouldn't waste your money on a SCUF, because trust me, I got a few. But let's start off with the biggest reason, because SCUF obviously think that we some fools, but I ain't nobody's goddamn fool. So listen to this shit. I got my SCUF, tried it out, quickly realized that jumping with a paddle on the back of my controller wasn't for me. It's not for me. I'd rather use tactical button loadout. I can jump with X, slide with R3. You know what I'm saying? It's much more comfortable. I've been doing it for so long. You know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So if I just based on that alone, if I would have known that, I would have never got the SCUF. But that ain't even why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because, like I said, SCUF think I'm a fool. Why do they think I'm a fool? Because based on circumstantial evidence, the guts that are inside of the brand new SCUF controller that I bought come from an old controller. Let me break that down again in some different words. These motherfuckers sold me a brand new controller with an old ass inside in it. You understand me? Now let me tell you why I'm saying that. I've been playing Call of Duty since the PS2. Call of Duty is very hard on your thumbsticks, especially the left thumbstick. Wearing out a left thumbstick is the reason why we need to buy new controllers. You know, it ain't the buttons going out or the triggers, it's the goddamn thumbsticks. You know, unfortunately, they don't make them strong enough to last. You know, I wish somebody would come with a, you know, a PS4 controller with like reinforced thumbsticks that can fucking put up with all the shit that Call of Duty players put them through. But unfortunately, we don't have it right now. So, after using the PS4 controller that came with my PS4 for over a year and a half, my thumbstick finally went out on me. So, I pulled my SCUF out of the box that I had put it in after I put it up, realizing that that SCUF wasn't for me. You know, I could have returned it, but since there was nothing wrong with it, I decided to keep it for whenever I do need another controller. I already have one, right? So after my regular factory controller that came with the PS4 went out, like I say, after a whole year and a half, I pulled the SCUF out of the box to give it a try. About a week and a half to 2 weeks of playing with the SCUF, I noticed that my sprint button, the L3, wasn't working properly. I would try to sprint and it wouldn't sprint. You know what I'm talking about. You went through the same thing before. This don't happen to new controllers. The only time that happened is when you're playing with a controller where somebody been playing the shit out of some Call of Duty on it, because they have worn out the L3. How is it that my brand new SCUF with only 30-45 minutes worth of playtime on it, after about a week and a half of playing with it, My L3 is giving me problems, acting like a stick that's old, about to break. Right? So I continue to play with it. Mind you, I'm way past the warranty. I can't even return it at this point. I'm stuck with it. I keep on playing with the sticks. About a week and a half later, this shit start getting worse. Not only is it pausing when I try to sprint, but it's just for no reason pulling to the left every time I jump. Just pulling to the left. Look, seeming like the sensors is bad on the inside. An obvious sign that somebody has been wearing out this left stick. You see, Scuff got a warranty, right? So some people will get a Scuff. Of course, if they buying a Scuff, they playing Call of Duty. That's what it's made for. So they wearing out that left stick. But then if the Scuff is go out for any reason or whatever reason they decide to return it, based on circumstantial evidence, Scuff is retaining the guts from these controllers and putting them in a brand new case and selling it as a new controller. That is the only way that a brand new controller already got a bad left stick. You're not gonna have a bad left stick with a factory new controller. No. These motherfuckers think that I'm a fool. And they think that you're a fool too. Scuffs are very, very fragile. You wouldn't believe how easily the back paddles break on a Scuff. Now, let me say this, because it looks like we're getting to the end of this video. The left stick. I can open up a PS4 controller and fix a left stick that's having problems. I looked up some videos on it. You know, I got the electrical cleaner, lubricant spray, or whatever it is that you need to fix the left stick. All right, I'm into all of that. So when my left stick started going out on the Scuff, I said to myself, you know what? I can pull it open and I can fix it and get it back to working like new. Even though it's old, because I know there's nothing I can do about it, I can fix it at least. Until I turned the Scuff around and realized that they have inserted one security screw that you cannot unscrew unless you got some, I ain't never even seen a tool that can unscrew something like this. I just bought a micro screwdriver set with all kind of screwdriver bits that I never even heard of. I was able to open up my PS4, my PS3, a computer, the PS4 controller, all kind of torque screws and star bits and all kind of shit. You know, like a 60-piece set. I'm like, yeah, I can get into anything. And then I turn over the back of the damn Scuff and they got this funky bitch-ass fucking screw. I can't even open the shit up. Try to look on the internet, you can't even find a screwdriver to undo that shit. So now I'm stuck with a controller that I can't even fucking fix. These assholes sold me an old used controller in a brand new case. This is why you should not waste your money on Scuff. On top of the fact that the paddles break easy and jumping with an index finger ain't for everybody. You'd be much better off getting you a Battle Beaver that have a button on the back to jump with, or a cinch controller that also have a button on the back. And if you get you a cinch, use code MurderShow to get 5% off. And also, the jumping era is over. We going back to boots on the ground. So you don't need to be able to jump and aim no more. What's gonna rule Call of Duty World War II is drop shotting. And all you need is a tactical button loadout to pull this shit off. Fuck Scuff. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to pimp slap the piss out of that like button for your boy. Leave me a comment. And be sure to hit that motherfucking subscribe button and don't miss none of this Call of Duty real shit. It's the Murder Show. Fuck with me.